before I do everything. What?
How old are you?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm asking you.
I just want to know what does that have to do with anything?
I'm asking you a question. If you decide not to answer, you decide not to.
Yeah, I decide not to answer. I'm just letting you know that's how it works. I've done this many times. So if you're interested,
those other times, what happens?
Other times they get arrested and get convicted. I have multiple convictions. If you look up,
you have
multiple convictions. Yeah, absolutely.
What have you been convicted for?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I've been convicted. I have multiple convictions of the people that I've caught.
So you're a prosecutor?
I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not a lawyer.
What do you mean about you have multiple convictions?
So I catch these guys, the police come arrest them, and then they plead guilty in court and they get convicted.
Hey guys, I'm showing a video for this channel who just recently hit the jackpot on a recent video he did. This guy's channel goes after creeps. That's actually what the CC in his channel name stands for, Creep Catcher. He recently teamed up with another channel who does similar work, and they caught a YouTuber that goes by the channel name EDP445, and that dude has over 2 million subscribers. When he got exposed, he was at 2.2 million subscribers. This means he lost around 200,000 subscribers since he's been exposed. And here's a little something you guys might find interesting. That creep EDP lives in the same town as I do, Bakersfield, California. And this also gives me a reason to ask every police officer and deputy why they haven't nabbed the bad guy yet whenever I see them. There's something legit about this channel CC.Unit. This isn't a game to him. I'm not going to show you guys his viral video just yet. I will do a follow-up video later, especially if I find a way to add to the story. But there's also another reason the work CC.Unit did catching EDP hits closer to home in more ways than just being local. I'll fill you guys in with that later when the time is right. Right now I want to show you guys a video from this dude CC.Unit schooling and educating cops about as good as any auditor, and also educating many of us as well. If you guys do not like this video, you're probably not at the right place, because this video here is a gem. Los Angeles police officer Wong has one of the most despicable attitudes towards one of the people for absolutely no reason at all. The belittling Officer Wong quickly begins criticizing, ridiculing, and even starts to question the man. We're starting to see a pattern where the cops go out of their way to trump charges on undeserving folks that actually try to help the police. Go subscribe to CC.Unit, let them know I sent you, and also get ready to instantly get hooked on this guy's videos. And here you go, folks.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
So I came inside because I wanted to tell them about one of their employees. Have you heard of CC.Unit?
What?
CC.Unit?
I don't know what that is. You want to explain?
Yeah, so well, what I do is I catch online predators, right? Online predators, and one of their employee came out to have sex with an underage girl during his lunch break. So he came out. I went and confronted him during his lunch break.
When was this?
He had his lunch break at like 8:30, and then
At night?
Yeah, at night. And so he took off. He didn't want to talk.
What's the employee's name?
What?
What's the employee's name?
Well, he went by the name Angel Luis. That's what he went by. I can show it to you. So this is him, Angel Luis. That was his username, and he came out for a 13.
How did you figure out all this information?
Well, he was talking to decoy account, because he thought he was talking.
You're posing as an underage.
Yeah, exactly. So what I do is I set up online profiles of minors, and whoever hits up the account that is an adult, I will.
You know, that's a law enforcement.
What?
Thing.
That's a law enforcement.
That's what law enforcement does.
That's what law enforcement does?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, citizens can do it too.
Okay, but obviously you're not a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I know, but he can still get arrested for it. It's intent. He showed up. What? Yeah, so that's what this whole ordeal was about.
Okay, you want to give us a little backstory? They're open. They're open.
What is it?
You want to give us a little backstory?
Yeah, so he contacted the decoy account yesterday. The 13-year-old girl was the 13-year-old girl told him she was 13. He wanted to come meet her. He made sure she wasn't a cop. He said, come meet me at my lunch break at during at Del Taco during my lunch break. And then he went across the street to the McDonald's parking lot. I went over there. I wanted to talk to him about it, and he took off. He didn't want to come. And I knew he worked here, so I came here and I told the manager, I said, hey, one of your employees, he's doing this on his lunch break at your store.
If you know all this, how come you don't report it to the police?
We do. It just happened right now. It happened literally, what time is it?
So instead of like doing the vigilante thing and confronting this guy, how come you didn't call the police when the was set up?
Because that's not how it works. If it ever goes to trial, right? If it ever goes to trial, let's say this guy gets arrested and it goes to trial, the defense attorney can argue and say, oh, well, you worked with cops. So that way it's entrapment. You're working with cops. They could, I'm thinking this ahead of time before I do it. What?
How old are you?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm asking you.
I just want to know what does that have to do with anything?
I'm asking you a question. If you decide not to answer, you decide not to.
Yeah, I decide not to answer. I'm just letting you know that's how it works. I've done this many times. So if you're interested,
those other times, what happens?
Other times they get arrested and get convicted. I have multiple convictions. If you look up,
you have
multiple convictions. Yeah, absolutely.
What have you been convicted for?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I've been convicted. I have multiple convictions of the people that I've caught.
So you're a prosecutor?
I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not a lawyer.
What do you mean about you have multiple convictions?
So I catch these guys, the police come arrest them, and then they plead guilty in court and they get convicted.
Okay.
That's when I say I have multiple convictions. I have multiple convictions of these guys getting arrested, not only in LA but other counties and other states as well. So if you're interested in getting this guy off the streets, because this guy's a creep and he's here to meet with a 13-year-old girl, then I would show you the chats, but it seems like
how did you set this up?
And that's basically what happened. He wanted to meet this little girl for during his lunch break. So that's the whole ordeal. And he took off when I confronted him because he was in his car. He took off, and then I knew where he worked. So I came here and I wanted to report it to the manager because he did this on his lunch break, and then they didn't seem to care. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just report it later afterwards to LAPD. So
they probably thought, you know, that this was probably some sort of joke or prank, you know?
They thought it was a joke?
Well, these type of things, you know, people call, especially with this, all the different numbers that they kept getting calls from, you know.
It wasn't a joke. I told them I would like to sit down with them and show them everything.
Like you know, you're not officially like dressed or in any way, you know. So
what do you mean officially dressed?
Like in a uniform or?
Well, I don't work there.
Had sort of some credible ID, show them like, oh, you know, I work with law enforcement.
Well, I'm not a cop.
Exactly. So that's why they probably thought you weren't, you know.
Well, I never said I was joking. I said I would like to have a chat with the manager, and they didn't even want to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the ordeal was. So are you guys interested or no in this chat, or no?
Just give us a second.
Okay, because I know you guys are crime detective. I have contact with him. I actually have an arrest, and he's involved in it. He's the one who took the case. So I know this crime detective in Los Angeles. So yeah, so, just say CC.Unit, and he would know who it is.
So we're gonna need your information then.
Okay. Well, I just want to. Are you gonna arrest him or no?
He's not here. How am I gonna arrest him? That's not
well, here? I mean, you can arrest him later on down the line.
Well, we're gonna need your information.
Okay.
So you wanna give us your information?
Just like they always do. They don't want to go after the bad guy. They just want to hassle the guy that's in front of them. Keep watching, folks.
Yeah, I can give you my email, and I can send you the chat.
Date of birth and all that stuff.
Well,
you need to go on a report.
You want a report?
Yeah.
Well,
because at this point we could only take a report about the incident, document everything that happened, and then he's obviously not here, so we can't arrest him.
Okay. And then what would happen afterwards?
Well, the detective will call you, and then
Well, I thought you've done this multiple times.
Yeah, I have, but I mean, it seems like you guys are taking it a different route because we don't usually do it this way. All I really do,
So how do you normally do it?
the way I normally do it is I just give them my email, send them the screenshots, and then they can just contact me through the email because they already know who I am.
I mean, now how you want to go about it?
Yeah, that's what I do all the time. I just email them, and email the chats. That's it. They never take these names. I mean, because they already know who I am. So.
Well, we don't know who you are, so we need
Yeah.
information.
So if you want to go about it that way, then
I can. You can give me the email. You can give me your email. I'll send you the screenshots of the chats.
no, we still need your information though. That's what I'm saying. If you want to go about it how you've been doing it, then
Yeah.
probably have to get in contact with a detective that you've been talking to, and then
Okay.
Since they already know you, so they know, you know.
Well, I don't have to give my information. Just want to let you know. I don't have to.
Right. I mean, you don't have to give us anything.
Yeah.
If we're gonna take down an official police report about this, then we need your information.
Okay. Well, all I really need is the email, and I can send you the screenshots.
Because I mean, we're not detectives. We're just.
You can just put John Doe on the report,
My partner's
or a
not-
good citizen.
Man, I gotta tell you guys, he's good. And do you think he's been watching our videos? Let me know in the comment section. Give me a 1 if you think he's been watching audit videos.
But yeah, so honestly, I was gone. I already I was gone, but I just saw that you guys were here. So I'm like, you know what? Hopefully they can go and arrest him. So that's why I came back.
Yeah,
Just to
well,
let you guys know.
Well, he's not here. We went in there and.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they called him to tell him not to come back. Because he was supposed to come back. So. But yeah, all you need to do is do a simple Google search, CC.Unit. It'll come up with everything on Google. My arrests that I've done, convictions. I've been on the news multiple times. Been on LA Times. I've been on San Diego Tribune. Just whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, the only thing I'm willing to give you is my email. That way I can give you the screenshots of the chats.
Okay. Partner's talking to
Detectives?
our supervisor and seeing if see how they direct us to proceed.
Okay.
See if they're willing to work with just the email.
Okay.
Not that you probably have to contact the detective that you've
Yeah.
been working with.
Yeah. But yeah, so he works at this Del Taco. So if you ever want to go find him, this is where you'd find him. And I know where he lives too, or I know the street that he lives on. So.
Well, the Del Taco called us because they were concerned. Because I don't know if this is your first time here or you've been here multiple times.
This particular store?
Yeah.
No, this is my first time. I've never been here.
Yeah, they weren't too sure what your intentions were, so they were fearful in a way.
Well, I just told them what I was doing. Yeah. I told them, like, hey, I'm here to report a complaint. One of your employees is trying to have sex with an underage kid during his lunch break, and they didn't seem to care. They just said, oh, well, we have nothing to do with that. I don't know why you're talking to me. Go report it somewhere else. That's all they said. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I did my job. I wanted to report him.
You could always go about it, the corporate way.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know if this is a franchise location or
yeah.
Franchise, but get in contact with the owner.
That's true.
It'd probably be a better way to go about it.
Yeah. Well,
When you show up to the store, then they might not take you seriously. Just if you don't have some official credential, from government or city entity or something like that, then
yeah.
you could see why they wouldn't take you seriously.
I mean, well, I would take anybody seriously if they come and allege that. Like, that's like a crime. That's a felony.
It's a serious crime. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't have like an official credential, I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, it just seemed like they didn't seem interested. That's the thing. So it's whatever. And that's why I came back. Because I was already gone. I was long gone from here. But I saw that you were here. You guys were here, so I was like, all right, I'll go back.
That we were here if you're long.
What?
How'd you see that we were here if you're long gone?
Oh yeah, because I have a live stream. So I have a huge fan base. That's why I said like CC.Unit, we're big. Everybody, like I'm known like in California, I'm huge. So yeah, you guys should definitely keep tabs on this creepy Luis guy that works here, dude. Look right here, look, he was like, how old are you again? I said 13, right? He's like, oh, I thought you were 15. You was 15. I said, no, 13. He's like, yes. And then he's tacos and like, this guy's a disgusting freak guy, bro. He should definitely be locked up. You guys have a lot of crimes here in Los Angeles?
It's a pretty big city. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was.
Have you ever arrested a offender?
We're only one division out of over 20. So.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt with a offender before?
So, Mr. What's your last name?
Ghost. Mr. Ghost.
So, email that, okay? With
Email
everything you have, so they could forward it to whoever, whatever unit is assigned to stuff like this.
Okay. So email the chats and everything here, right?
All the evidence, yeah, you have.
Sounds good.
You know what? Type up a brief summary of everything that went on, so it gets and whenever whoever is assigned that unit gets all that information, then you can provide it, because I don't want all that stuff getting lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any questions for us?
No, you guys are cool. I just hope this guy gets arrested, because I mean, I showed you the chats. He's a bad dude.
We'll save all that stuff.
Yeah.
And brief summary of what transpired today as far as this whole hookup incident, and then email it to lacrimestoppers.org, okay?
Sounds good.
All
right, thank you guys. Much love. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Hey guys, go check out CC.Unit's channel. Let him know San Joaquin sent you. I really commend this guy and his work that he does. And I want to say something. The viral video that he did, he wasn't taking it as a joke. He doesn't take his work lightly. I believe he's doing God's work. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in this comment section.